me in the bathroom with a pair of pantyhose. My basketball coach, he done kicked me off the team for wearing high heel sneakers and acting like a queen. The world's coming to an end. I don't even care. Even care. As long as I can have a limo and my orange hair. And it don't bother me if people think I'm funny. 'Cause I'm a big rock star and I'm making lots of money. Money, 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 money. I'm so bloody rich. I own apartment buildings and shopping centers. And I only know 3 chords. What's me more?
Attention all units, attention all units, this is Sergeant Stadenko. Attention all units, this is Sergeant Stadenko. We are changing from a Code 3 direct pursuit to a Code 347. Completely lost due to incompetence.
There's a little Cheech and Chong for you. Hope you enjoyed. I'm trying to get this damn OBS working. So welcome, you wonderful fuckers. It's better than Phil DeFranco's Beautiful Bastards. Yeah, so this is that. I don't know. So I guess what I have to bring up is I ran a poll on Twitter and I asked, should I keep the IRS name? Should I think up a new name? And overwhelmingly, the response, almost 60%, said, give my life to Jesus. And honestly, I appreciate you sarcastic bastards out there. But, you know, Jesus is only seasonal. So I'd feel kind of wrong just giving my life over to Jesus. So, the next runner-up was, I think, by like 27%. Let's see. Why don't I just take a look at it? Yeah, 55% was give my life to Jesus. The other votes that came in, the one behind that was keep the name. Keep the IRS name. By 27.8%. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to keep it. Now, I've been lazy, as you can tell. I just put up a star background and there's, yeah. I guess I can take this off. Because I guess we're going to be doing the going to keep the IRS name. Should we do the Halloween colors? Yeah, let's do the Halloween colors. Why not? But we'll still keep the Starfield for right now. So I'll lift that sucker up. There we go. And lock that back down. So there. And let me just say to everybody else, it was a no-brainer. But to me, I mean, I'm going to be honest. To me, I was just like, well, you know, the dynamic has kind of changed on it. I mean, we're still at the same kind of time slot. But, yeah. You know, it was always stuck in my head. And there were quite a few people banging against the stone wall that was my head, saying, you know, IRS is you. you are the IRS. And I'm like, I didn't feel that way. Let's put it in those terms. I didn't feel like I was the IRS. I mean, I created the thing, I run the thing, but I always just thought that it was to me, it was a more fun dynamic. No, you guys, would you quit? I haven't done coke since I was in my 30s. This is me getting my tobacco sifted. I'm sifting tobacco on my damn tray. That's what it is. What it is. So I guess if we are doing IRS, then I guess same rules apply. If anybody knows where the door is, go ahead and knock, and you can stop on. Keep me from rambling. The only thing that really comes to mind right now, and I tell you what, let me do some good mornings. Good morning, Stone Mexican Guy. Good morning, Brad Young. And good morning, Turish. As a gentleman who I'd interviewed and admired for a while, Tracy Smothers. He's pretty much wrestled with everybody. WWF, WCW, ECW. I think he also did TNA. I'm not really sure if he did APW or not, but he passed away from lymphoma. He was 58, so he's a bit older than myself. And I had a really, really nice interview with him last year. And I think the better part of it is when you talk to guys like this, down to earth, you don't have to weave and bob your way through gatekeepers. Their publicist, their agent, their PR guy. As a matter of fact, I was given his direct number by another buddy of mine who just recently passed, Maniac Mark Mustang, because he worked with him quite a bit when Mark worked for NWA. And so I got his phone number from Mark. I also interviewed Mark too. Mark is unfortunately the first person that I interviewed that actually ended up RIP. But Maniac Mark was a good guy. He was a journeyman. Not as an accomplished journeyman as Tracy Smothers was, but we did the interview a few months before he actually came out and said that he had lymphoma. And honestly, it was already known. And I spoke with them, and I spoke with him a few times so we get our tech right and get the lineup right and make sure that he was comfortable coming on, because I did want to make sure that this would be a place where Tracy didn't have to work up his gimmick, that he could just be himself and just talk about his life. And he did, but good God, we never got all the way through it. And he did warn me that that he was going to get tired out. So I did take that into consideration. Then I talked to him after the show, and I was like, hey, we should probably do a part 2, because we didn't even get to what you're doing now. And he said, yeah. He said he enjoyed himself, and that the Lord willing and creek don't rise, that he'd come back on, and I contacted him after he did his diagnosis, and I said, listen, if you're up to it, I'm happy to do it, but honestly, it legit, there's probably shit you probably want to get in order. And he said, well, if I am feeling up to it, I liked it last time, so I said, okay, well, when we get down the road a little bit, if when you're feeling better, just shoot me a text, because yeah, he's an old school guy, so literally most of our conversations happen through texts. And so I left the door open, and unfortunately, lymphoma cancer took him a couple days ago. So R.I.P. Mr. Tracy Smothers, and I'll remember him fondly. I saw him wrestle at least with 3 different companies, and he was a really good dude, really mellow guy. Although I sure as shit would want him at my back if a bar fight ever broke out. Because he sure is. I mean, nice guys can be tough guys too. That is for sure. And good morning to Full Metal Joker. Good morning, Johnny Hellcat. Yeah, I haven't looked back over to the Discord yet, but yeah, if there's anybody who wants to stop in and say howdy. I really don't have a lot to talk about, but I'll talk some. Hey, Carlos. Good morning to you, Hardcore. So yeah, we're keeping IRS. I don't know if you're happy and you know it, but if you are, clap your hands. And let me take a look over here. Okay. Good morning, Joker.
Good morning.
How are you doing?
I'm doing all right. Just woke up and I went to see what's going on YouTube, and I noticed you're live. Like, oh man, cool.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I went to bed last night at about 3.
Yeah.
And then I woke back up about noon, and I'm like, fuck this. This day's canceled. I went back to bed and woke up about 3. So I slept pretty much 12 hours, which is longer than I've ever slept, because a guy at my age, probably in a 12-hour sleep shift, would have to get up at least 2 or 3 times to pee. But no, I didn't have to. So 12 hours of almost uninterrupted sleep.
Almost.
Well, yeah, because I woke up that one time, and I'm just like, fuck it, I'm not getting out of bed.
Oh yeah, I know what you mean. Those days is just like, man, I feel like shit. Nah, I'm going back to sleep. Day is ruined.
Hardcore. Well, Kadanti's got IRL stuff to do, so she is actually politely bowed out of the show. So I think the last thing you'll see on the Insomnia propaganda will be the hats that I still have to give out. God damn it. I still have all those fucking hats.
Oh, that was the case. I thought there was something going on with you.
There's never anything going on with me. There's the hats that we have. I've got like a case of these things. which is almost about a dozen. But they're per.
So it's pretty much a case that, as she said, she's got personal things she got to deal with, and if things get handled and taken care of, things may return, but no promises.
No, I don't think so. I think her life has has turned into something that isn't conducive anymore of IRS, because she's got shit to do during the daytime now, whereas she used to not. So it's more of a case of IRL, and that's completely cool by me,
Yeah.
because I mean, yeah, I'll be one of the first to admit that I was just like, well, if there's not going to be any Kadant, then I kind of lose my umph. And that's because I will say that she was my muse. That she helped inspire me when I was doing shit, and like when we would talk during the day, we'd have some subject come up and go, okay, well, yeah, let's talk about that on the show. That sounds fun. But yeah, I mean, I've always and I know I've used this phrase before. That I am very much under the spell or under the pull of social gravity, where I can go into a circle of people, or I meet somebody and I'm in their life for a while, but how the orbits work, that gravity, it may have drawn you in, but then again it'll slingshot you right back out. So I would say honestly, there's only, excluding family, of course, because family you could never escape. There's probably only 3 people that I know that are friends of mine, that have been friends of mine and in my life for at least 20 years. Everybody else just kind of, ebb and flow. They'll come in, we'll have our time, and then they'll go off to do what they do. It's even more focused. It's magnified more when you're on the interwebs. So,
Yeah.
I mean, I take no offense that she has to go do that stuff. Yeah, I mean, I wish her well. She's got her youth on her side still, so she can go do shit and get shit done. Something to accomplish.
And it's one thing. One thing is I've learned, and a lot of people need to learn. Like, don't take online friendships seriously. If people just want to go, just let them go.
Uh, I'd say one of the first time I ever did an online booty call was, I think, back in like '98, where I actually hooked up with a chick. That was an interesting thing. Now, some people might not know that me and Nursey, the ex-wife, we actually met online through like a dating site, but we actually were talking to each other quite a bit because she's a writer and I'm a writer. Nursey's big thing was writing erotica. And mine, I mean, basically, I just wrote everything, especially if I was getting paid. It's like, oh yeah, you want me to write this romance story? Okay, baby. What? You know, Turish, if you're not busy, you can stop by too. You know where the door is. And Carlos, I don't know if you're even. Are you still even in the Discord? Let me see. Yeah, I don't know if you're still in the Discord. Oh, you fucker. All right, here. Let me throw this in there. There's the Discord link. If you've got it, come on in. Let me know it's you. I'll get you a role assigned. Also, Kadun actually did most of the tech shit. The background stuff, keeping the cogs greased. I've never had an affinity nor a love for Discord. I don't think I ever will. But I did go buy on Steam because it was like $1.79. I went and bought. Hey, how you doing today?
A long time since I've seen you live, man.
Yeah, it's been a while. We had the thing where we were just gonna kill it and be done with it because Kadunti was moving on, having a real life and not being awake at night. Her insomnia cured by actual real life.
That does happen.
Mm.
That does happen.
I stopped by for a little bit tonight for your Halloween show.
Hey, Joe, I didn't see you in the chat.
I didn't say anything. I've been ghosting a shit ton of chats. There's because I've been trying to keep my shit down to minimal. And
Right.
By the way, good morning, Magog. Good morning, Turish.
Good morning, Joke, Magog. Wait, Turish, no, that's me. Whew. I am Magog Duck. Joke. Yes. Those are all people I know. Good morning, everybody. I have had a long day.
You had mentioned something about that in chat.
Care to talk
Yeah.
about it?
Yeah, why not? I spent my day in a Canadian government forest doing computer things.
Ugh.
Yes.
So, somewhere in the middle of the prairies, there is a large forest away from roads, not on any government maps, and it is a fairly large forest. And it's the damnedest thing. Like, they've got roads into it, they've got a few pathways, there's some other ways you have to walk. It's very strange, like carrying like a couple $100,000 of computer equipment through a forest, but who knows?
Did it have like a little Ted Kaczynski hut or something that you had to visit?
Oh no, it's like, well, first I went to like this one area that looked like a nursery, and all I found there were native people, which was the first strange thing, because they weren't part of the government team or the government side. They were just native people living in the forest. So in their broken English, they pointed me out to the proper facilities.
What were they speaking? Do you know?
They were speaking English, but
Oh, kind of like a hillbilly English, where you can kind of understand but not.
yeah, very mumbly. I'm pretty sure most of them were Cree, except for like the one white guy pretending to be Aboriginal.
Yeah.
What?
Oh, because there's always one of those. He might be like looking for some tang or like trying to find himself. But yeah, like just
Oh,
like redheaded kid.
kind of like those kind of white kids that are 1/1,000,000th Cherokee, so they're out there on the reservation trying to find himself.
Yeah, like Elizabeth Warren.
It's supposed to show you that even native peoples have redheaded stepchildren.
Well, you got to have them just to make yourself look a little bit better. Let's see here. I got to give. There we go. Okay, hardcore. I got you assigned to a role. Just jump into the. Just jump into the waiting room, and we'll get you in. There we go.
But yeah, so I'm in the forest. The natives they tell me which way to go. I drive by a bear, just nonchalantly, just a lazy government bear. And then I reach the facility, and I get in, and yeah, there's some problems with network equipment. And then there's some dickish back and forth, like people being little catty bitches about who the ticket should be assigned to. Because nobody can agree on process. So I'm just sitting here, pretty much like pants halfway down with all this computer equipment. And nobody wants to take responsibility.
So you have to have somebody there on site to sign off?
No, it was. I should have never been sent there in the first place.
Oh. Okay.
This was red tape, government waste, just an absolute mess.
It should have embellished the story and made it more exciting, like you climbed a mountain with computer equipment strapped to your back. And you did like a cliffhanger thing with Sly Stallone, and you had to like hang upside down on a wire.
Or maybe like a bear attack.
Yeah, you should have done bear attack. That would have been cool. Should have stopped and petted the bear. Should have stopped and petted the bear.
No, I didn't want to pet the bear. I didn't know where that bear was. I didn't want to catch anything from the bear.
It's a dirty bear.
Yeah, it's a dirty bear.
Dirty fucking bear, Turish. Dirty bear.
Whoa. Whoa.
And
Whoa.
good morning, hardcore.
Hey guys.
Hello, hardcore. I have a question.
Yeah.
What the fuck do they need
fuck
computer equipment for in the middle of the goddamn woods?
What the hell?
Because when I got there in this like wooded area.
Okay, that's weird.
Oh. What's weird?
I just lost all.
You can't hear us.
He
can't hear us.
Should I continue with the story?
Drop out, come back in.
What the hell just happened to my audio? I can't hear anybody.
Interesting.
I cannot hear a single person.
Very odd.
I can hear you.
There's a reason why I didn't want to do this update.
Fucking update.
What is going on?
All right, so yeah.
Okay.
Can you hear?
I'm back in, but I can't hear anybody.
Oh, weird. Doc, can you hear me? Oh, he's not.
Yeah, JJ, I just dropped out and came back in.
Yes. I've never had this problem with Discord, so I don't know.
Nobody's muted.
Doc, can you hear me?
Oh, are you kidding me?
Can anybody hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay,
Okay.
wait a minute.
It's only Doc. All the rest of us are fine.
Hmm.
Where is the...
Is the stream still going?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I knew I shouldn't have done that update. Here, wait.
Famous last words.
We'll fire this up.
In my OBS and